Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Memphis Hounds and the Salt Lake City Elks. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Memphis Hounds and the Salt Lake City Elks. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Marshall. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter, battle, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down now. Battle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Marshall. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back to throw. Marshall.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down. Battle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Marshall. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Reese.
Part partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
30 base. 53. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Operating from the gun, Marshall. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Go. 70, Indy. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. It's Hoover, and he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Aiken, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
10-2 saw.
To throw on 3rd down. Whitney. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
That's up. That's up.
Ready? 15 lining. 15 lining.
57, come on.
They'll run on first down. Aiken. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Whitney. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. To throw on 2nd down, Marshall. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Marshall. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Marshall. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 2.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw. Marshall. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
60 out more.
Here we go.
Get it. Go.
Throwing on first down. Marshall. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Marshall got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Marshall. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is Butler making the catch. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready?
On first down, Whitney firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Open man completes it to Butler. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Whitney. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Whitney to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just one touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Whitney. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Open man, Butler complete. 12 yards there and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Come, baby. Woo!
Now a first carry for their fullback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Get ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Whitney. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 9 now.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Off play action. Marshall. Over the middle, complete. It's Reese. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Marshall. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14 to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Whitney. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards on the play. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Whitney. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Whitney. This one brought in by Aiken. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back to throw. Whitney, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Whitney. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw. Whitney. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on 1st down. Marshall. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Battle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 3rd down, Battle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All day, dog.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Memphis, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.